super talented freshmen and veteran teams capable of Final Four runs.
Sugar sweet Luka Garza.
Iowa has the best player in the country in senior big man Luka Garza and is the favorite in a loaded Big Ten. Wisconsin is deep, experienced, and balanced.
Iowa up top, buries the three.
Illinois returns Ayo Dosunmu and Kofi Cockburn.
The lob, Dosunmu to Cockburn.
And Michigan State can take off if Rocket Watts replaces Cassius Winston as Tom Izzo's star guard.
Look at Drew Timme. Oh, Jimmy man.
Mark Few has a legit title contender in Spokane with breakout star Drew Timme, high-scoring wing Corey Kispert, and freshman phenom Jalen Suggs.
Oh, Jalen Suggs. Go ahead and flex on him.
Jay Wright has championship aspirations again at Villanova, buoyed by all Big East stars Colin Gillespie and Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Baylor will challenge Kansas for Big 12 supremacy, paced by top scorer Jared Butler and National Defensive Player of the Year candidate Mark Vidal.
Snuffed out by Vidal.
Kentucky, behind another crop of ridiculously talented freshmen like B.J. Boston and Terrence Clark.
Sarr came crashing down on the rim.
And Wake Forest transfer Olivier Sarr are the favorites in the SEC, but chased closely by Tennessee with do-it-all defender Yves Pons.
Blocked by Pons. This kid is elite.
Out west, Mick Cronin has UCLA back behind all Pac-12 performer Chris Smith.
What a shot by Smith.
Oregon has another contender with Will Richardson and Chris Duarte. But Arizona State and National Player of the Year candidate Remy Martin could be the class of the Pac-12.
Oh, what a finish. That's a beautiful play by Remy Martin.
Virginia is the favorite in the ACC behind Kihei Clark and Marquette transfer Sam Hauser.
Sam Hauser, good.
While Duke has super talent Jalen Johnson joining returnees Matthew Hurt and Wendell Moore Jr.
Wendell Moore puts it home for Duke.
And North Carolina bounces back from its injury-plagued season, led by Garrison Brooks and big man Armando Bacot.
That's a big league move from Armando Bacot.
The 2021 college basketball season will have disruptions, masks, and the sounds of squeaking sneakers rather than the usual deafening crowds. But with some luck, we'll see the return of March Madness and a worthy champion crown. The wait is over.
Jay Bilas there. 2 days before Gonzaga opens its season against Kansas, Gonzaga gets a win already. Guard Andrew Nembhard, transfer from Florida, granted a waiver by the NCAA. He's a 6'5" junior, 2-year starter at Florida. He submitted his name for the NBA draft, but then he withdrew in May into the transfer portal. He was ranked 28th in the ESPN 100 class of 2018. I had him at 27. That's a big pickup for a stacked roster. Gonzaga, by the way, 10-1 to win the whole thing, tied with Virginia and Baylor for second shortest in the nation as far as odds go. Only Villanova was shorter odds at 9-1. Those are good numbers.
What do you have Mercyhurst women's hockey right now?
14-1.
I like that. No more car payments or home equity lines of credit for Brandon Ingram of the Pelicans. 5 years, $158 million, says Woj via Ingram's agents. He really made a move last year. 23.8, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. NBA's most improved player, was an all-star for the first time as well. Bam, roasted. As in roasted the deposit slip at his local bank. The Miami Heat and Bam Adebayo have agreed to a 5-year max extension. His agent told our Zach Lowe the deal includes an escalator clause. I would love one of those. He could get to $195 million over 5. I do not have a escalator clause.
Elevator, anything, give it to us. Let's see why they got all that cash. Let's just 17 seconds of Bam right here. All-star for the first time. Won the skills competition All-Star Weekend. Came in second for most improved player voting. Became the first player in Heat franchise history with a 15-point per game, 10 rebound a game, and 5 assists per game season. I swear Gary Payton did that. Best moment came in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference against the Celtics. Resist. Blocks Jason Tatum right there. The first block of a potential game tying or go-ahead dunk in the final minute of a playoff game since the advent of play-by-play stats in 1996-97. Here's how it's sounded by professionals.
Bang! Clock at 7. Working against Butler. Got downhill. Couldn't punch it. Bam says, get it out of here. with the block and rejection. Wow.
Adebayo, they won that game. They went on to do okay as well.
All right, Kenny, you sit right there and talk to Bobby Marks here, the mayor of Naples. Well, I talk about Brandon Ingram. Like Brandon, like me, he's skinny. I prefer lean. As I mentioned, set career highs last year, most improved player. Biggest improvement was in three-point shooting, Kenny. He knocked down 150 of those, more than he made the first 3 seasons combined. So he's 23 years old, slowly getting better. He gets paid. His top moment came against the Jazz in January. 49 points, shot 60% from the field. That's 15 of 25. Look at his free throw shooting, 16 of 20. Joined Shaq and Kareem, the only players, NBA history, to score at least 49 points on 25 or fewer shots prior to their 23rd birthday. Kenny.
All right, we welcome in our front office insider, Bobby Marks, for more on this. So Bam got big pile of money, deservedly so, for how well he played in Miami's good run. What else can the team do in the short term or long term now as far as the money goes?
Well, for the long term, they took the Bam Adebayo $15 million cap hold for next offseason and replaced it with a $28 million contract, and that knocked off about $13 million in flexibility for next year. Right now, they're projected between $25 and $27 million next offseason. Not enough to go out and get a max player, but this Miami front office is the gold standard as far as how they can go out and find players. We saw it in 2010 with LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade fitting those 3 contracts under the cap. And we saw it last year with the Jimmy Butler sign and trade. But this roster is set for now. But next offseason is when they're going to make their mark where they have enough flexibility again.
I can't plan that far in advance. I checked in with Jamal Crawford because it's my job. Nothing doing right now. There's room for him down there, by the way. It seems like there's been 1 million deals in the last 5 days or so. What deals are left to be done and who has money to do them?
Yeah, well, we just saw Bogdanovic go to Atlanta. Sacramento elected not to match that $72 million offer sheet. So we take the Hawks off the board. They do not have cap flexibility. Now we switch to Sacramento. They've got 5 roster spots, a little bit of money to go out and fill those holes. New York is still sitting on a pile of money, about $19 million in cap space. And of course, even Charlotte, after that Gordon Hayward signing of $120 million, it has about $6 million left. So those are the teams that have flexibility, but we're only a week away from training camp, so most of these rosters are already set.
Thanks for joining us. That's a lot to keep track of. Glad you're the one doing it.
All right, semifinalists for the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2021 announced today, and the group includes 4 players eligible for the first time. Peyton Manning, I have him as a Hall of Famer. Called it a career after winning Super Bowl 50 with the Broncos. His ESPN Plus second season show is about to start. Last year was unbelievable. Check him out. Charles Woodson, Fremont, Ohio. He lived right near my buddy Rod Jarrett. NFL's all-time leader in defensive touchdowns. I have him as a Hall of Famer on the first ballot. Yeah. Calvin Johnson, I once hung out with him at a Detroit nightclub establishment.
You did not.
Sweet guy, really sweet guy. Retired early, of course. Set the season record, single season record for receiving yards in 2012. Your boy Jared Allen, well, how's he going to celebrate if he makes the Hall of Fame?
Pull up in a Camaro or something.
That's what you thought. Trans Am, you
Trans
said.
Am was probably
76 Trans Am. Can't know how. 136 sacks. Led the NFL in sacks 07 and 2011. Not sure if he'll get in on the first time.
Curling now.
Yeah, curling like at the gym?
Yeah, no, curling like Olympic
on the ice. Oh, I thought you meant like bleacher curls. Frank Zane. Other notable semifinalists, Rondé Barber, the only player in NFL history with 40 picks and 25 sacks. How about that? Rodney Harrison, previously eligible, now a semifinalist for the first time. He should get in eventually. Maybe this is the year. And a group of receivers, Hines Ward, definitely a Hall of Famer.